Good evening everybody and welcome back to Longton Marsh. This video is sponsored by Country Innovation Clothing. Earlier last year I field tested their very latest jacket, the Aperture. That jacket is pretty much bomb proof and it's a fully winterized jacket. I reviewed it in Harris and you can find the review film in the link above. Country Innovation website, if you're interested in that jacket, is in the link below this video. If that might be something that you're interested in, when you're purchasing, put in the offer code BOOTH and you'll get 10% off that purchase. Back to the film. So I took a film from here several months ago and that film was done in two parts. The first part was a fail, the second part was a reasonable success I felt, but since then I've been back and I've been scouring this salt marsh looking for better compositions and better backgrounds, and I've found that. And basically what I've got is a little channel that leads your eye to a group of trees out in the distance over there that creates that stopper. It's a much nicer composition than I've done previously. Now crucially tonight is that the light is going to be fantastic. I've been checking the weather and I'll just show you now quickly. The weather forecast for today was to give me more or less 100% high cloud round about the time when the sun was setting, 9 o'clock-ish. Sunset is 9:40, something like that, 9:30, but roughly in the right time to give me some nice light. Now I'm really quite excited because there is no cloud on the horizon and there's lots and lots of dark cloud in the direction I'm shooting, so something good may well just be about to happen. And the beauty of this location for me is that, yeah, I can check the weather forecast maps and often they're wrong, but in this instance, because it's so close, I can literally just jump in the car and be here in 10 minutes. So let's get the gear out and pray for that light. Would you just look at this light? So my camera's set up, there's my composition, you can just see it behind me, there we go. So what I've basically got is a little snaking channel that I've got some grasses in the foreground and they're going to create my foreground interest. They've got some lovely warm light on at the moment, and then you've got that snaking channel that leads you through to that group of what look like poplars in the very far distance. So it's about 10 minutes since I did that last little piece to camera and I've been watching the light, and what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start taking images. As the sun's setting, I'm going to keep taking and taking until such time there's no more light left. What I don't really want to do, and I really advise this, is don't stand around waiting for the very moment to take the shot, because there's always that chance that suddenly cloud will build and you won't get the opportunity to get the shot. So it's better to get something now, and to be perfectly honest, the light is really quite nice as it is, and if I don't get anything else tonight, what I've got now will be more than a good shot. I'm going to be critical and say my only niggle with this shot at the moment is that the pool, it looks like it's not had any fresh water in it for a little while, and it looks like it's a little bit stagnant. There's lots of bubbles in it. I can live with that. This light is so extraordinary, you don't get this very often. I'm just going to get over that because the light is far more important, and no picture is ever 100% perfect. You can always find something wrong. Right, so I'm going to make this really quick. The sun's just about to hit the horizon. There's a thin line of cloud there, so I think it's going to go. At the moment I've got a nice little spot of white cloud just drifting into the scene, so it looks really lovely. I'm ready to take the shot. In fact, it's too good to miss. I'm going to show you. I'm taking a risk here. So you can see that little spot of cloud just drifting in. I've taken one just a few minutes ago just in case it changes, but here we go. This is the final shot. I'm going to title this film Time for a Quickie because it really is going to be a short film indeed. F16. In terms of filter system, I've got the case on again and I've got a 0.6 neutral density graduated filter just to create a bit of atmosphere into that cloud. So let's get that back on. Here we go, 1 second exposure, 100 ISO, mirror lockup, 2 second timer. Absolutely fantastic, I'll put that on now. that was really, really nice. Very, very chuffed with that. I'm going to stick around because unbelievably dark clouds above me. Look at that. That's just absolutely amazing. I can't believe that's not dropping rain or hail or something. The light is just gorgeous, and I think I'm going to get some pinks. Now, I don't normally look at that lovely low sun. It's really gorgeous. I'm not shooting at the moment because the sunlight has gone off the foreground grasses and I think it's lost its appeal, but I'm just thinking that that little channel, you can see now it's already starting to go a little bit pink. So I'm going to try something which I wouldn't normally try. I don't really subscribe to the notion of shooting dark grassy foregrounds with no direct light on them, but I'm here and there's definitely some extraordinary light, so I might as well hang about and try and get something out of the rest of the evening. Look at that, it's just catching fire above me. Very, very unusual. It's not every day you get light like this, and I've got the whole place. Every time I come here I've got it all to myself. There's a big herd of sheep that drifted across whilst I was taking the image, but I think they're far enough away not to be too much of a distraction. If they really are a problem, little spots with the clone tool will soon get rid of them. But what a lovely evening, so I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that we'll get something else. Would you just get a load of that? I hope you can see that. That's like something you'd see in Texas. It's just a shame there's no composition that way. So, state of play. Sun went down about 10 minutes ago and we are getting some colour in that upper cloud, but it's not really showing where the top of my composition is. I did take one a couple of seconds ago before I did this little piece, and it's alright. I'm going to stick it on anyway. It's not going to be the shot to end on, I don't think, but the trouble with these films is that you never really know until you get back. So you've seen the first one that I took when there was nice light on the foreground. So now this second one where we've got a lot more mood, I think it's going to be, to the clouds, and there's a little bit of pink that will show. But I think for me, ultimately, I think the first shot is going to be the winner. So here is the second shot. So the light has now definitely gone. My money is on that first shot, the one with the gold and grasses. You've seen both of them, but I definitely think the first one is going to be the best. Let me know in the comments below which you think is the best as far as you're concerned. I'm going to leave it there. There's no more shooting tonight. I did think the clouds were going to go really nice and pink, but they didn't. At the moment they're virtually black. Looks like we're going to get some rain at any minute, which is typical of me. I always get a shower just when I'm ready for packing up. So this video has been sponsored by Country Innovation Clothing. Have a look at that video that I did on Harris, the Aperture jacket. It's a great jacket, and if you're interested in one of those and you want to buy one, put the offer code BOOTH during the checkout process on Country Innovation's website and you'll get 10% off that purchase. So I'm going to leave it there and say please subscribe, ring that bell for those notifications, and as always I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.